So here today, I am going to bring you my top 5 favorite or best moments for Lego Ninjago Season 8 Sons of Garmadon. As we know, it just concluded, and they've been released online, and it just concluded then. We're still waiting for it to air in the United States, but I'm going to bring you my top 10 or top 5 moments here for this season. It was a really, really great season, guys, and I do recommend watching it early because we really just don't know when it's going to come out. So here we go. Okay, so at number 5, I have the story with the Oni and the dragon. Now, you may say, okay, this is a little weird, one of my favorite parts of the season. It's something new, it's something that was just brought in this season. But I really like it because it built on a story that we had previously not known. Now, as we knew, the whole story with the first Ninjutsu Master, Lord Garmadon, Sensei Wu, that was kind of like the main story, the first Ninjutsu Master created Ninjago, and that's kind of where it was left. The first Ninjutsu Master, he just created Ninjago. Where did he come from, though? How was he able to do that? This story finally kind of explained where the first Ninjutsu Master came from, and we hadn't known that before. That was a very, very big key part of history for Ninjago that was missing. So I really do like that was finally explained, because there's so much mystery in Ninjago. So even if this is explained, there's still much more to know. There's always still much more to know. So I really do like that this was explained, and I do expect it to be even explained in more depth, because as we know, Season 9 is going to be focusing on the Oni and the dragon and all that stuff in the new realm that the ninja ended up in, the first realm or whatever. So very looking forward to seeing how they explain that later, but moving on. Alright, so at number 4, I have the flashbacks. The 2 flashbacks that we saw in Ninjago Season 8. It was with Cole and Zane. These were honestly just amazing. Alright, it basically threw us back to the pilot era, even before that. And we got to see normal Cole again. We got to see him before he even joined the ninja. Alright, we get to see his first interaction with Sensei Wu. And we get to see Zane's first interaction with Sensei Wu as well. So, these flashbacks are what this season needed. Especially because a lot of things changed once Season 8 came in. We really, just seeing these flashbacks, it really gave the fans and the viewers a sense that this is still Ninjago. And these are still the characters that, the same characters that we were watching today, even if they look a little bit different. So I really do like that, that they show us the old designs, they show us the old, characters, and then they kind of fade it to the new design in the end, after the flashback. I just really, really like that they cover some of the ninjas' history with Sensei Wu as they're trying to look for him. Now, there's one character that we haven't seen yet, which is Jay's. So maybe we'll see that in Season 9. But these flashbacks are honestly one of the best parts of this season. It was just so amazing to see them when they came in. And I cannot wait to see what we see next. But yeah, flashbacks, it was such a great tool for Season 8. Alright, so at number 3, we have Harumi's backstory. Now, this has honestly got to be one of the most exciting parts of the season for me, especially how they went about telling her story. Now, at first, you might have thought, before this episode aired, she's just kind of this random villain that comes in and just wants to revive Lord Garmadon, not really a reason going to be given until you see this. And it is such a great way to tell it, because it explains why she admires Lord Garmadon so much, and they explain it in such a perfect way. The one time Lord Garmadon was, hailed as a hero, he saved Ninjago from the Great Devourer, and she heard that, and she saw that, and she used that to, explain her actions and why she wants Lord Garmadon to be back. She really truly believes he is the hero that Ninjago deserves, not the ninja, because the ninja that day didn't save Ninjago. It was Lord Garmadon. She doesn't really know exactly, the part that the ninja had in saving the day with defeating the Great Devourer, but she believes Lord Garmadon is, the greatest hero. He is the hero that Ninjago will need. So, explaining, it was honestly one of the best backstories Ninjago's ever explained. And it really, really stunned me on how great it really, truly was. So this is why it's in one of my top 5, because it's just amazing. It was really, really well done. Alright, so at number 2 we have the fight between Zane and Mr. E. Now, it's very unique because, Mr. E was revealed to be a Nindroid, and we had Nindroid versus Nindroid. But what even made it more exciting was of how realistic it was. Even them being Nindroids still didn't take away the fact that this fight was just so realistic. Because, the punches and the kicks between the two characters, it was so dramatic, and in a way, it was, this fight, it broke down and beat down one of our main characters. And, the show has had many previous, exhilarating and exciting and dramatic fights and battles, but nothing as realistic as this. This show has, this season in particular, has brought us some of the most realistic fights ever. Because, it was just them kicking back and forth, and at the end, Mr. E just knocks Zane down off the cliff, and he breaks and he shuts down. It's like a dramatic defeat. Like, he is brutally injured and whatever else. So it was, because he's one of our main characters. He is one of the main ninja in this season. Of course, he's one of our ninja. He's one of our characters we have been watching since the beginning. So it's really big for, the season to really just, beat him up. Like, he lost bad. And, it takes the ninja a little while to even get him working again and back up and moving. So, it was a really, really great scene just because of how realistic the fight was. And the music and the, after Zane was defeated, the music that played, it was his, is that rebooted music, after he was, like, resurrected and stuff. It was really dramatic. It really fit the scene well, and I hope they do more fights like this in the future. But this is honestly one of my favorite parts of this season. It was just so dramatic, and I did not expect it to be that dramatic. And I do think they're going to explain Mr. E more in season 9. I don't think they would have built it up this much with Zane and Mr. E, not to explain it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that too, because we're clearly not done with the Sons of Garmadon just yet. So what did you guys think of the fight between Zane and Mr. E, by the way? Because I thought it was just great. And at number 1 is the overall writing for season 8. Alright, the Hegman brothers are finally back. They're returning after season 6. Season 6 was the last thing they wrote before season 8. So Day of the Departed and Hands of Time were written by other people. They were still good, but this is the first time the Hegman brothers are back in a few years. So, and they came back so strong. Alright, they came back stronger than they ever have with this show before. They have previously told us many times that the show is going to grow with the fans, and we've kind of listened to them. The show's gotten it's gotten some crazy storylines, gotten strong, it's gotten emotional and deep and stuff like that. But season 8 in particular, it brought the maturity level in the show up to another whole level, because the seasons before that were built maybe towards, yes, a younger audience. They were still amazing. They were absolutely amazing. And, they're just as great as this season. But this season, season 8, brought the maturity level to this whole entire story to another level. You could really dive in and feel the characters and feel the emotion between, all the events that were going on. And, the Hegman brothers, they are not afraid to take risks in this season. Like with Zane, they beat Zane up bad. Lloyd, they beat Lloyd up bad with Lord Garmadon. They're not hesitating to hurt our characters. And that's very strong, especially for a children's show. You know, it's a very probably hard thing to do, considering, you know, they're supposed to be the heroes. We're supposed to see them succeed and defeat the bad guys. But in this season, we didn't see them defeat them. So, with seeing that, you know, now it builds the story even further. And now we're going to be going into season 9 here to hopefully see, you know, the resolution to this whole conflict. But it really built the story so much better because, okay, the past seasons they've really shoved in the whole story in between seasons. So a whole story and plot will be finished by the start and end of you know, one season. Say you got to take most of the seasons since it came back with Rebooted, because Rebooted, you know, it had Overlord came in, Nindroids, and then they were defeated at the end. All right, Tournament of Elements, Chen defeated at the end. All right, Morrow, he kind of came in at the end of season 4, so you know you can kind of give him that. But he came in beginning of season 5, defeated at the end. You know, Nauticon came in, defeated at the end. It's how it's been for a while. The only difference, and it was still kind of similar, you know, was between seasons 1 and 2, where, you know, we had the Great Devourer, you know, came in, snakes, and they were defeated at the end. But season 2 kind of continued the storyline of what the snakes were doing next, and it continued the whole conflict with Lord Garmadon. So that was the last time we kind of really saw an overlapping conflict. So now we're finally having this once again, and we're going to see a resolution here of this storyline in the next season. And I really like that. You know, I really like that they're building that. And we're still going to see new characters, new villains and whatnot, but now they're kind of just really connecting them so much better. And I really do like that. So overall, this season has had amazing writing. Just, it's been written so well. And I hope it can continue this way, because this season is such a strong return for Ninjago that, you know, I just didn't expect it to be this great. You know, I really didn't expect the writing and the return to be this strong, especially because, you know, the movie changes and stuff like that. You know, it just seemed like maybe Ninjago was just going in a really weird direction, but instead it is going in a very strong direction. This is the first time in years that it has been this strong in the writing, and I love it. It's amazing, and I'm actually truly, really excited for season 9. So that's my overall top 5 for Ninjago season 8, Sons of Garmadon. What were your favorite moments, and were some of your favorite moments one of mine, or were they different? So that's it for all now, guys. See you again in the next video.